What's up, YouTubers? It's me, Chrissy Skywalker here. Wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about this, but I think on importance, I did mention it in my Shuffle video, the latest Pokemon Shuffle video I did, that I may talk about this later on up in the day. Um, Today, I wasn't sure how I'm gonna be because each year it's like different how I am. Um, it's been wow. Um, it's been about 7 years since um I lost my dad. Um, I don't talk about it much. I mean, I used to talk about it, and I didn't talk about it. It's like hit and miss. I don't like talking about it. Um, Sometimes, as selfish as it seems, I pretend that I never knew him, I guess. People don't really question, um, you know, everybody just assumes like my mom is, was, just, a single parent. But, yeah. Um, he, he's just one of those guys that was one of the few men out there that you could count on, you know? And it's a shame that in a world now that everybody's just like rude and crude and all that jazz, and most of the people now, the world needed someone like him who was a very kind-hearted individual, and I'd be lucky if you know as I say, like I hope I at least end up halfway like my parents, like kind of person people they are. you know they were, my parents are both great. They were, my mom's great, my dad was great. you know guess I'm just angry. you know um he was he was 58. I'm gonna be like, whoa, like what happened there? um the year that he died, he was diagnosed with cancer, and the year before that he had um, quadruple bypass. He wanted to get the lap band procedure, but he needed to get the heart fixed. And so after a year, he wasn't right after you know the year. Um, he was diagnosed with lymphoma. Um, I think they said it was like in 3 parts of his body, and he was going for chemo, and um, he had like 3 more treatments, they said, and you know, it's one of those things that when my mom came home, he wasn't responding, and so it was Wednesday because I had showcase. We only had like showcases on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I just kind of woke up. Um, I sleep a lot. So anyway, came home. As I'm walking home, there were cop cars and there was an ambulance outside my house. And they took him away, and he wasn't responsive, but you could see that he was looking, which was kind of creepy. And that was pretty much it. And um, it's hard watching someone who was so like stubborn and worked through things. He could have been sick and still went to work, and he was a construction worker, and he was a damn good one too. He's one of the few that gave a damn about his job and did it right the first time. They used to call upon him to fix people's work. He went from this strong person to, I guess, someone I didn't recognize in the end. While he was in the hospital before he passed, he was in one of the hospitals. One of the times he was in the hospital, it was for like a month, and the routine that we all went through back here, back at the house, was crazy. It was like we, got up, we went to school, to work. My brother, doesn't, go out much. So me and my mom would go out. She had work, I had school. And, then after that, my mom would go pick up my brother, and on the way picking, me up, we would just go right to the hospital, be there very late, come home, sleep while we could, and then start it up again. So then, like, my mom would go home just to pick up my brother, pick me up, and go to the school and pick me up. We did that for a month. And so it was crazy. But I don't talk about him much because it is painful. And maybe I should talk about it because maybe then, I my moods are there, like it varies, sometimes from day to day. And after him, it went in a different direction. I just didn't feel like doing a lot of different things. He loved music. He bought me my first guitar, my the electric one I have, the pink and white one that I have. Um, um, you know, he was a DJ at one point in his life. He used to teach dance back when my mom and him met. He was this awesome person, and every year on his birthday or Father's Day or today, I never know how I'm gonna feel, and it's hard. And I imagine for anybody who else is like, had a parent pass, it sucks. You never really get over it. So yeah, the more I talk about it, the more like kind of upset I am. But I want to share, the story with you, so you know that how I am or how I'm feeling. It's oh, my screen just went darky. It kind of went into like sleeper mode. So and it's like, it's kind of unfortunate. I see a lot of parents They have issues with the kids have issues with the parents, and it's like, I never really had issues. I never felt the need to rebel or get in trouble um, with my parents. It just, because we were so close. You know, Saturdays and Sundays we just go driving. You know, they drive around. I mean, we like go to car shows. We go to like flea markets, garage sales. That was the weekend, and then like during the week we'd go to, you know, car shows, and that was us. That was just. I haven't been to a car show since, because you know it's hard for my mom, and I get it. You know, I kind of miss that. I was into cars. It was kind of ironic, and my brother was into trains. But I was into cars, and I remember there was a program my dad had gotten me. It was a Snap-on. Oh my god, it was a Snap-on game, but it was actually called. And it taught you how to like repair cars and fix cars and stuff. So I was really good at like needing parts at one point in my life. So I was really good at that. I had a gift, you know, and I took performing arts, and you know, because I guess I enjoyed performing arts. It made me a different person, made me more into sharing with you guys my life, I suppose. Because I wouldn't, I think I'd still be a little shy if I didn't take performing arts. Oh, I'm so tired. Guess to get on this, and I gotta go trade somebody because they want to pick up their Pokemon. But you know, it's kind of sad. And he actually, we all used to play video games together back when like the original Nintendo was out. I think it might have been before I was born. I don't know exactly if it was. I know when I was very, 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 very young, my mom used to play, my dad used to play, my brother used to play. It was cool. And like and then like when the original PlayStation came out, I loved playing Gran Turismo with my dad, and it was so cool. He went out and got me the steering wheel to like drive the car better. There was a couple other games he got. He got Aliens, and he got Resident Evil 1 and 2, and I was like terrified of those games back then. So me and my brother would watch him play. Those are really cool. I guess he's part of the reason I am a gamer today, and I know later on he didn't want to be, you know, he hated video games at a certain point in his life. He's, you know, I guess because he felt, you know, everything was on his shoulders, you know. And I mean, like, my mom worked, he worked. You know, we were, you know, my brother has his own problems and issues. You know, my dad was one of those people that wasn't the typical guy that, you know, if something's wrong with one of his kids or both his kids, he'd walk out. My dad stuck around where a lot of guys would have left. So, yeah. There was this one time we were in the car, and he was driving, and all of a sudden he grabs my hand and puts it on the steering wheel. And like, I'm steering a little bit. I'm like, "What are you doing? You crazy!" Like, but he had control of the car. It was just like really funny. Like, he just grabs my hand, puts it on the wheel. There were times like he pump up the music and start singing along with it. So yeah, so those are, I guess, the good memories. I guess I sometimes forget the good memories, so I don't want to remember it all. It's really funny how, not really funny, but I guess because I don't know what it is. I don't really, he doesn't like, my brother says he's dreamt about him. I really haven't. And it's crazy. So, well, anywho, that is the story. Something in my hair. There was something in my hair. Sorry. Ugh, I wouldn't be surprised. I just kind of woke up and never know what ends up anywhere anymore. Oh, it's killing me. But so that's why June 4th. I never know how I'm gonna be. Uh. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video because it is getting up there in time. I made too many pauses because I didn't know how I wanted to do it. I don't care how my hair looks. Screw off. Anywho, see you sometime, Dad. After I'm telling you right now, when I hit the afterlife, you better run, Dad. You better run. I will chase you with pitchforks when I get a chance. Just saying. Dare you? Supposed to be here, helping me whack off the jerk-offs that try to come after me. And you're not here to defend me. Pitchforks, dude. Pitchforks. Anywho, as the inside joke was said and done, this is Chrissy Skywalker signing off. And love you, Dad. Miss you. Bye.